Trees are life. Origin unknown. They are the latest expression in a process of evolution reaching back over 1 billion years. Trees give us breath. Spreading roots, they create the oxygen in the atmosphere we need to live. Trees offer nourishment. Growing towards the sunlight, their prosperous adaptations provide us with vital food, fuel, and materials. Trees grant us protection. High limbs offer necessary shelter from the elements and safety from predators. Trees bestow wisdom, absolutely sacred. They are essential guides to the cycles of growth, decay, and resurrection. Trees are the past, present, and everything. This is their land. This is their story. Point Pleasant Park, a reserve of natural space in the otherwise modern city, offers the experience of being in a forest without the wilderness. The English arrived in 1749 to exploit this land, enrich and expand their empire. General Edward Cornwallis named the young Acadian forest Point Pleasant. He established a base, beginning a military occupation that would last through World War II. The English brought much with them from Europe, including the hawthorn tree. It also appears as a bush and is revered by pagans for its offerings of hope, happiness, and reconciliation. As an ancient and enduring fairy tree, hawthorn brings connections with family, ancestors, and wisdom. It is associated with the rites of celebrating sexuality in the springtime, love, and fertility. It is also known for bestowing protection and acting in defense, manifested in its deep, sharp spikes. The military planted it here for use as natural barbed wire. O beautiful hawthorn, hear our prayer. We thank you for your gifts of life. The trees are our equals and our superiors. We praise and worship the trees. Oh, thank you, hawthorn tree. The Common. Another popular recreation site, originally a lightly forested swamp. It was clear-cut to protect the citadel from enemy attack, a place where regiments could camp, parade, and pasture. The area's original trees, streams, and brooks were buried to make way for the needs of the city. It's unlikely anyone planted this Norway maple. Known as an invasive species, it dominates over native trees, while offering much-needed shade to park-goers. Nestled in beneath the Norway, a rose shrub has also volunteered. Rose refreshes and rejuvenates, and is associated with love, luck, and synchronicity. The mugo pine is another introduced species and self-seeding plant on the common. It is purifying, helping to release emotions, encourage regeneration, and promotes good fortune, abundance, and prosperity. O enduring maple, rose, and pine of the common, hear our prayer. We thank you for your gifts of breath. The trees are our light and spirit guides. We praise and worship the trees. Oh, thank you, maple. Thank you, rose. Thank you, pine. From the second cup to the needs lies Vernon Street. Tony professionals mix with university students in the city's upper-class South End. As Halifax transitioned from colonial garrison, residential areas came to be established. Streets recall the previous forest and what remains, with names like Cedar, Cherry, and Linden, the linden tree. European descendants cultivated their own species over the existing native variety. Prized as a tree of peace, where disputes were settled and unions formed, the intoxicating scent of its fresh blossoms are the aroma of spring. It is also known for its offerings of prophecy and immortality, and is closely associated with the feminine principle. O peaceful linden, hear our prayer. We thank you for your gifts of nourishment. The trees are a source of calming hope and deep healing. We praise and worship the trees. Oh, thank you, linden tree. The Cogswell Interchange. The failed project was to be a benchmark of progress. Its construction destroyed historic homes in favor of a 6-lane highway. Albemarle Street survives the redevelopment. One of Halifax's original streets, it was once surrounded by military barracks. Today, parking lots. The laboratory-created white ash hybrid is planted here. Grown in a petri dish, it is a prized cultivar, desired for its high degree of durability, especially to wind. Breeding and genetic modification mean that it no longer propagates itself. Each is a genetically identical, grafted clone. If one becomes diseased, all will perish. Another powerful fairy tree, ash is traditionally revered for its strength and durability. O sturdy white ash, hear our prayer. We thank you for your gifts of protection. The trees are our font of deep strength and lasting healing. We praise and worship the trees. Oh, thank you, white ash tree. Cape LaHave Island. Once the colonial French capital of Acadia, the island was the first place explorer Samuel de Champlain saw in North America. The French lost control of this land to the English in 1763. Remote at the edge of the continent, the island feels primeval, mainly inhabited by the black spruce tree. Remaining mostly small in size, it thrives in the rugged. It does not mature until it is at least 80 years old, and can grow to be over 2 centuries. It is one of the first conifers to reappear following devastation like a storm or fire. Surviving as the Christmas tree, the spruce is revered in legend the world over. O elder black spruce, hear our prayer. We thank you for your gifts of wisdom. The trees are our origin and end, our connection to truth and what lies beyond. We praise and worship the trees. Oh, thank you, black spruce tree. We are one with the natural world and not separate from it. We are life and depend on trees for life. This is their land. We must prove worthy.